Janos Audron?
It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt. Raziel? My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I have seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then, what Kain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Janos! No! My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Moebius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Moebius' staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. It may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Okay, so, as I suspected, we led the Seraphin straight to Janos. Yeah, that was not a very smart thing to do, and we didn't really get a lot of answers, did we? Oh, a save thing, right here. How kind, game, how kind. Okay, so we're now in the Fire Forge. And we are about to acquire our last element. So, how will that work? Well, first, let's jump down here. I assume maybe we have to light these. And then there's this stuff on the walls. Oh, I guess this is how I will carry fire. There are some airstreams in here, but I have no access to the air font. It's a bit too high. Huh. This is helpful, I guess. Okay, so the entire room fills up with blood once I get some fire. I wonder how the damn room detects this. I mean, how does the room know I am carrying a torch and that torch is lit? And now the air font recedes back into the ground. But the air one goes even higher. The light one, not the air one. Oh, but now the entire room is filled with blood. Can I do this underwater? No, I can't. Oh, no, I can actually get to the light one. Because I can just swim to it. Okay, there was a massive crystal up there. There goes the blood. Now it's time to fly, I guess. Ah, that's only temporary, okay. That would answer my next question. How do I get back up there, though? Yeah, like this. Oh, it activates all of them, nice. Okay, I guess I'll have to bring some fire up there. Not imbue the Reaver, get one of these torches. Okay, can I get there? I think I can't. Let's try this again. Some fire. Here we go again. I think this is as high as we go. But I don't think we can reach that place. Yeah, we definitely can't. Am I sure I can't? I seem to be able to do it. Maybe the torch doesn't work very well with that. It should. I should actually just do it on top of this and not jump into it. Ah, now we're getting there. Okay. That was what I was doing wrong. Oh! Nope. Not getting there. Yeah. I think to do this better I have to stand on the air platform instead of just jumping over there and letting the air carry me still without falling. Like this. This doesn't seem to be working very well. No, I'm not going to reach it. Okay, now I'm getting there. Weird. And now I'm getting there as well. Very odd. Okay, but here we are. More air. All covered with blood, though. Where to next? Do I perhaps need more light? And get rid of the blood again. Why do the statues spew blood, but all the blood is leaving the room? I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, do I need to bring a torch? That's probably it. Bring a torch to the forge itself. Okay, let's do this. This was easy the first time, so there should be... Oh, did I? Ah, I seem to have... There seems to be some sort of a problem with this tactic. We can't touch the bloods coming from the statues, or this thing will... It'll put out the torch. That kinda sucks. But it would be too easy otherwise. I think we'll get there. Nice. Perfect. Well, this was the easiest forge yet. I feel like the hardest one was the first one. Although it's probably because I got more used to the game and what to expect. So it makes things easier the further I go. And now we have fire.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
Might as well save here. I wonder what the Fire Reaver will do. I mean, the Dark One blinds the eyes and we can use it to create some shadow bridges. The Light One lights the crystals, and I think that's pretty much it. The Air One activates the air streams and can break stuff. What does the Fire One do? Can I light torches in that kind of stuff? Maybe. Okay, let's just go and rescue Janos. We'll find out what the Fire Reaver does soon enough, I guess.
Look at his black heart. How it still beats.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
No, Raziel. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Raziel. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audron's murder. Moebius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audron's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
Okay, so we killed Janos. Literally. Our human past self killed Janos Audron, and it was only made possible by our Soul Reaver future self. That's kinda cool. By the way, how did Janos know our name? Can he glimpse into the future like Moebius, or was it like a prophecy or something like that, perhaps? What now? What?
We've been expecting you, little Raziel.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future, for here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
And here I thought we've seen the last of the demons. That's unfortunate, because these guys suck. Okay, we have our assignment. Really? At least these guys are weaker. I can't really abuse the Reaver, unfortunately. Really?
Do you really think you can save Nosgoth? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Yeah, I think we're dying fairly soon. Yep. Well, it's for the best, I guess. Yeah, I think the so-called Elder God is one of these dark forces. Another demon. Because if these things are his minions, I believe the Elder God mentioned something as that we are not his only servants. And these creatures possess the same ability we do of entering the spectral realm. And besides, the Moebius works for the Elder God as well. Really? The portal is all the way up here? Talking about inconvenience. So yeah, those are my theories. Which, this way? I think it was this way, right? These damn canyons all look the same. I think it was probably the other way. Yeah, it was the other way. The canyons all look the same to me. I should really pay more attention to the compass. We're going south.